What's going on, guys? It's your boy Abo here with All Things Sports, and today I got a really good question when I was in the gym. Are the Spurs the team to beat in the upcoming NBA season? Now, they just signed David West, who took a pretty massive pay cut, already ran away with the LaMarcus Aldridge sweepstakes, re-signed Danny Green, one of the best 3-and-D players in the league, got their big three from before coming back, and Manu Ginobili, Tony Parker, and Tim Duncan. I know the Golden State Warriors ran away with this year's title after figuring themselves out 3 games into the NBA Finals. But despite that, and the Cavaliers, who were reloading and potentially signing Joe Johnson, which would be a crazy sign-in trade. They would be over $100 million over in cap space and luxury tax. But are the Spurs championship or bust in the upcoming season? Popovich is the best coach in the league, in my opinion, let alone the fact that he can maximize every player's talent, always puts them in a position to succeed and get the most out of them. I think they're definitely championship or bust. I mean, you give them... They already have Kawhi Leonard, who's one of the best two-way players in the league. You give them LaMarcus Aldridge, one of the most dynamic power forwards, entering his prime, with Tim Duncan, who was his idol growing up, who's fundamentally amazing. Tim Duncan's game has never been predicated around athleticism, despite the fact that he was very athletic in his younger years. But Tim Duncan can be effective without being able to run the floor, let's put it that way. Manu Ginobili is a championship player, despite the fact that he's getting older, and his game was predicated on, if he's not taking that deep three, slashing and cutting to the hoop, the slashing part isn't exactly there at this point in his career, but he has championship pedigree. Tony Parker has championship pedigree. The coach has championship pedigree. You got vets on the team that know how to win. You got young guys coming in that know how to score and how to just be good basketball players under a coach that knows how to utilize all of that. In my opinion, this is championship or bust for the Spurs. They're too talented. They're too knowledgeable. They always seem like they're a step ahead of everyone else in the league. I know Golden State are the champions. I know the Cavaliers are reloading and re-signing and signing some new guys to come in and contribute. But the Spurs, in my opinion, not only have the talent to do it now in the youth, something that was starting to degrade over the years with Tim Duncan, Manu Ginobili, and Tony Parker obviously getting older. But that system with that coach and these young players coming in, they're going to be a scary team. And just like the Cavaliers, and something LeBron likes to do, is they're going to be able to coast, probably figure some things out, understand how they're going to mix and match and share time. But I don't think Tim Duncan at this point in his career is going to be too upset if he only has to play 15, 20 minutes a night in the regular season and let LaMarcus Aldridge do his thing. Obviously, they're going to have to figure out how to make everything cohesive as an offensive unit. Because when it comes down to crunch time, you might see Tim Duncan possibly at the 5, maybe stretch the floor a little bit because he still has that silky smooth, good mid-range jump shot. But the Spurs are going to be frightening come playoff time, and they're going to be very threatening. I think they're going to beat every team in the West outside of Golden State simply because they're too smart. They're still competitive despite the amount of championships they've won. And they're just going to be able to do so much more as a team. That's their key characteristic, is they play team ball better than almost any other team I've seen. The Golden State Warriors, when they figured out how to be really selfless and not let the lights affect them, really dominated in the NBA Finals. And that's something with the Spurs, that they're selfless and they know how to get the job done at the end of the day. Teams like Oklahoma City that rely on 2 big superstars will never be able to beat a cohesive team that works as a unit, let alone a unit that is just as talented now as the Rockets or the Oklahoma City Thunder. Team ball will always beat individual ball, hero ball. It's just the way the league works. But the Spurs, man, Spurs are going to be dangerous. I want your opinion in the comments down below. See what you guys have to think about the topic. But please like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys later.